It's always sad when a gacha game shuts down, unless a gacha game is really bad and deserves to be shut down. What's worse is when a gacha game shuts down before it even launches. That's what happened today. We have 8 gacha games that all announced end of services within the last roughly 10 days, and then another group of gacha games that might all be end of servicing due to the parent studio, the publisher, shutting down. Therefore, maybe never releasing to the public. Before we cover which games are shutting down, I do want to note, every month I do a video on upcoming gacha games releasing in each respective month. If you're curious about what's coming in December, I urge you to check this video out. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification. That way you stay up to date with everything that I post. Let's start this off with Taimenin Go-Go, which is shutting down on the 26th of January 2024. Now I see Taimenin and the first thing I think of is Taimenin Asagi, Taimenin Yukikaze, Action Taimenin, the Taimenin RPG. I'm almost scared to Google what Taimenin Go-Go is. Apparently it's fairly safe for work from what I can tell. I think it's some kind of weird chibi game based on the franchise, the Taimenin intellectual property. I know another Taimenin game actually announced their end of service recently as well. I feel like a lot of Taimenin games are all shutting down. I don't know why. The anime was incredibly popular. Final Fantasy Dissidia Opera Omnia is shutting down. It looks like they'll be shutting down on February 29, 2024. Now, the last time I played a Final Fantasy Dissidia game was, I think, on like the PSP or the PS Vita, and that was like a decade ago. I didn't even know there was a Dissidia mobile game. So this is news to me. Looking at the character models though, they are very, I don't know, very like mobile. Like, I guess I understand why the game is shutting down. I know I'm gonna upset some people by saying this, but graphically it just doesn't look very good. Before we cover any of the other games that are shutting down, I want to take a moment to thank our incredible patrons over on Patreon who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos on gacha games like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal. Now back to the video. Hero Kantare service termination. Hero Kantare, that's actually, I think I did a sponsored video on that like a year or two ago on the MMO Byte channel. Yeah, I definitely did a sponsored video for this. And it's shutting down? Oh man, that is sad. Holy crap. Oh my god. But I mean, well, like evidently the characters aren't the reason why the game is shutting down. I guess it might be, maybe the game's pay to win, maybe the game's just not very good. The game will be going offline on December 28th, literally a week after my birthday, a couple days after Christmas. There's your Christmas present for anyone that's still playing Hero Kantare. Crash Fever Global is ending its service on the 21st of December. That is one day after my birthday. Now, Crash Fever is a game I've never played. It does look kind of cute from what I've seen of it. Admittedly, it's just never been of interest to me. I think it's some kind of musical game. I'm not entirely sure. I know there are people that actually did genuinely enjoy this game. So, I mean, that's kind of sad. Micah Fantasia ending service on January 22nd, 2024. This is a game I've never heard of before. Oh, it's an all, I guess they're all like schoolgirls or all waifus. Is it like a life sim? That I feel like it is. Oh wait, it looks like it's like a rhythm game, a musical game. Okay, so I think there are very few games. Yeah, it's a rhythm game. There are very few rhythm games out there, I think, that really establish themselves, that really garner an audience and allow for the game to really excel and continue long term. Evidently, this was not one of those titles. Erelica is announcing its end of service on December 22nd, 2 days after my birthday. That is very sad. I actually did play Erelica. I know many people that played Eroica and many people that are going to be very upset that the game is shutting down. The waifus in this were crazy looking. Some of them anyway. I don't know. So admittedly, it's been a couple years since I played this, but I don't know why it's shutting down. Maybe for those of you that are playing it, you can let us know. Is it because it's pay to win? Is it because the game is just, I don't know, not earning anything? Red Pride of Eden announced end of service for December 15th. I mean, for fans of furries, well, not furries, for fans of anthropomorphic, oh my god, those are, wow. Wait, what is that? Oh my god. Holy. Oh my god. How is this game shutting down? And more than that, how did I not know this game existed before so I could play it? Because I feel like I'm seriously missing out. God. Holy Jesus. And finally, now this isn't specifically pertaining to Bleach Soul Resonance, but Nuverse has announced that they are shutting down, and in so doing, the games that they were going to be publishing are now up in the air. They were publishing Crystal of Outlawn, they were publishing Bleach Soul Resonance. There was another Gacha game out there, I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but all of these games now have the potential to never make it into a live state. These games might get canceled, they might just be pushed back and never ultimately release, or they might find new publishers and this all just kind of blow over really quickly. Nobody really knows. Either way, Bleach Soul Resonance, Crystal of Outlawn, I'm sure all of their games that they were going to publish are going to be delayed to an extent or delayed permanently. It's never good to see. This is a very easy way to kill your game before it ever even launches. But like at the same time, what can you do? Now, if none of these games are games you're at all interested in though, absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might be of more interest to you.